All right, going handheld again. I did these two down at, I'm still working on them. I did these two of Pedro Reis down at Project Barley Friday night. And just like on the ones with G.B. Young, the smaller one, which I started first, is more like the person, and the second one less. The first ones are brighter and clearer. That's part of the reason. But it's also the paper. The smaller one here, is on the student grade, 100% cotton watercolor block, and this is on the professional grade. Now, also, it was right there on the waterfront and cool, so these weren't drying very fast. So that's one reason they didn't get done, and one reason this one's so hazy. For a while, it was just the hand and the neck of the guitar, and that was kind of nice like that. But I decided to work back into it. So what I want to point out in these two, because I'm going to work more on this one for a number of reasons. One, I couldn't read the color, so I didn't go full dark on this. But you can see there's a lot of colors there that are different and looked different when I was putting them down as well, because it was dark-ish. And there are also colored lights in there. But I wanted to do these down there because they have really nice lighting that changes a lot. It's just fun to look at with the music. So this one here on the left is much more spontaneous, and it's spottier than the other ones because I had to wait quite a bit of time for it to dry enough to work back into. This one, I eventually just took it into the bathroom and put it under the electric hand dryer to get it dry enough to work back into. But that's why it's so mushy looking. And this is what happens to people when they begin watercolor. They're just so anxious to get the thing done that they work into it when they shouldn't. And then they try to fix it, and then it's a mess. So this is like, you need to learn when to stop and leave it alone and find something else to do, which is why I like to work on two at once when I'm on location, because that's it. Whatever it is, that's it. So now I'm looking at this larger one. I've been looking at it, and what happened on this is I was working from here on out. And again, I like to put the instrument and put the person on the instrument. This one, because it was the first one, I got the gesture, and I'm really good at gesture, and anybody can be good at gesture once you've taken life drawing classes, because you start each class with 15-second, 20-second, 30-second, 1-minute poses, and you learn to get the gesture down. So if you don't get anything else done, you have something, and it's good. On this, I decided to put Pedro's shoulder in that wasn't in. I was building from here and here, and when I put it in, I was just looking at this on him, and I put it in there. But the gesture is completely off. You see how stiff it is? Look at this one. Whew. Let's measure the angle there so you can just see this. And there are his shoulders. Look at that ankle. But his chin was far away from it, so I need to go back in and lift this and work this in better, and then brighten this up in here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the guitar. I think I can get part of his hand in here. But it's dry enough to go in with smaller brushes. These were done with this size, or maybe a little bit smaller than this size. And I'm going to go back in with, oh, that's too large too. More like a size, what is this, a 4? 6. So I can go back in with this, and then with a darker line and know exactly what I'm doing. And I can make this maybe smaller here. So I was relating this to the guitar and that to the guitar and this and so on, and I wasn't relating it to the whole body because I didn't do the gesture in there. So that's what's important, and that's how that one got so stiff, and I'm going to go back and fix it. They're both nice, but it's going to be nicer. I just want to do that in case I take this one off of the board and continue working. I wanted to do that yesterday. Didn't have time to do it this morning. Sunday morning now, and I'm off to church, music church, College of Musical Knowledge.